we're gonna say another controversial topic that I didn't forget that this guy does not watch anime.
I do watch anime. Dude, I loved all four of the Toy Stories. We are live. We are recording right now. Hello, I am one of your hosts,
Yeah,
John Plennis,
I am the other host, Vaughn Brown.
which I did not know until a couple days ago because I didn't know your last name for a while.
I actually, fun fact, Vaughn is my middle name. If you want to know another fact,
Okay.
my first name is actually Aaron, but I like to go by Vaughn. So
Okay, I
yeah.
only I only knew you as Aaron or Vaughn. I did not know your last name. As many times as
Oh
we've worked out and as long as we've known each other, I never knew your last name until a couple days ago, and I was like, I should find that out.
man, last name, first name, do names really matter nowadays? But
Everybody's called this, that, and the other thing. Who knows? Who cares?
he, she, hot start. Never mind.
But
Don't
the
disregard that. Disregard that. Disregard that. We're about to get canceled in the first episode.
the first episode of Dangerously Diverse,
Dangerously
and we
diverse.
are
Welcome.
starting out dangerously.
Danger. Danger.
Living on the
Well,
edge like a couple of renegades.
welcome. Welcome. And
Welcome.
if you're wondering why we're called dangerously diverse, let me get into it because I kind of didn't explain it to John, but you
Explain it
know
to me a little bit.
I got you. I got you. So the first reason I said it is because obvious reasons. If these guys don't know, which they probably don't. I am an African American male here.
They'll see the thumbnail because
Okay.
we're gonna have the big thumbnail. So your explanation is basically gonna be like, yeah, an obvious statement that they see.
Oh, obvious state. Yeah, obvious
Yeah,
statements by the thumbnail. I am Vaughn the black one, and we have John the white one. So
yes, that's how you can tell
diverse.
us apart.
Right there. That's all you need to know. You don't need to know our names. Just the black guy and the white guy is pretty diverse here. Diversity. We get along quite well. Also, you know,
How does you
diverse. We talk, huh?
how does your chest feel after the gym today?
Oh, after the gym session today, honestly, it's not bad. My chest is not feeling bad at all.
Yeah, I'm
I
feeling.
did, I do still feel like I'm gonna pass out, but you know,
You gotta get that
we'll
water in
find
you.
we'll find that out later in the podcast if I'm still talking or not.
Yeah, we get like 30 minutes into it, and all of a sudden I'm like, so yeah, what do you think about this?
And you get no response.
Hello?
We'll know I'm dead.
Hello?
But that, but that will be a
Not
great
not
first
dead,
episode.
just kind of like catatonic on the floor, just
Oh no,
uh.
oh no, I will die. There's no, it's just death, and that's it. I'm
I'll
going
call the
straight to the grave.
ambulance. I'll be like, hey, can you go to my friend's house? They'll be like, all right, what's his address? I
Uh,
don't know.
I got
I,
a group email that you can
I found his last
hopefully
name.
track.
I
I
know
found
his.
his last
I
name.
finally know his full name now. Does that help?
Hey, the way stuff works nowadays, that's all you need.
Oh
First
yeah.
and last name. They'll track me down.
I'll be like, listen, join this Zoom call. Pinpoint his location.
I'm sure I'm in the record somewhere. I'm not a criminal, but I'm sure I'm in there somewhere.
The day you were born, they gave you a serial number. They just slapped it on
Oh, don't even get me started on that, bro.
you. They
Don't get me
implanted.
started on the simulation.
This is a pretty shitty simulation. I don't know who would create this.
Uh, I mean,
Well,
I
I
just didn't
mean, you
update the
you
software yet.
you can torture your Sims in The Sims, so I guess it's the
I'm
same
gonna
thing.
be honest. I haven't played The Sims since PS2, but I
Really?
used to love it. Yeah, I used to love it though. I'm not gonna lie. I had Sims 2 pets.
The best thing I had the PSP Sims 2 where you were in like that weird like desert area 51 type town and I could never get the hang of it. I got the hang of it and then like my PSP was just gone. Went to Disney
See,
World, left it in my dresser, came back, it was gone. It must have been that ghost that steals snacks. Stole a cake, stole my fucking donut,
oh, see, yeah, I
the
didn't know.
usual.
I don't know nothing about that Sims. What I used to do in The Sims is, I'm not gonna lie, I was one of those guys where I created my little dream family. and I made a perfect girlfriend that I never have or don't have yet. You know, keep failing, shooting all these shots they've been missing. But so I got to make a fake reality of Sims. I had the pets one too, so I had a little cat and dog. Didn't take care of them well though. They died quite a few times. But
You
that's
don't
besides
have
the
to
point.
shoot your shot in The Sims. You can just make her.
I know, but sometimes it still didn't go good. I didn't take good care of my Sims. That's the point I'm trying to make.
She divorces you. She leaves the house.
I didn't know they can get happy and unhappy. I thought if you just feed them and make them do stuff, they were good. I didn't know you had to really talk to them.
You had the autonomy just turned all the way up, and they're like acting like real people.
Yeah, I was like, I wasn't ready for that. I thought this was a game.
She left you. It became like real life. You're
I
like,
thought,
damn,
yeah,
even in The Sims.
She left me. It was too real. I was like, God damn. I had to switch to something else. That's when I turned to Call of Duty, just started shooting people anyway. But huh? that's where the transition came.
Your Sims character went on a rampage when Call of Duty.
Yeah, I was like, this is not it. Let me flip Call of Duty 2 in real quick.
Call of Duty 2? Oh, shit. He's going.
Oh, yeah. I've
classic.
been on the Call of Duties forever. Honestly, I was actually a Medal of Honor kind of guy. I don't know if you ever played that.
I was never Medal of Honor. I played, what is it? The one, like, new revamp Medal of Honor that was kind of like a Modern Warfare type game. Played that. Then I played the one that had a bunch of different, like, characters and such from all around the world and I forget what it was called. But, yeah, those games kind of died. And then they made a Medal of Honor game for VR. That's like the newest Medal of Honor game is a VR game.
I actually did. Yeah, I actually did. I think I played that, actually. I went to a little VR spot in PA.
Oh, really?
Where you could just, where they have a whole bunch of stations that you can just stand in and all that. I think I did play that there.
Oh, wow.
Huh. Yeah, it was still weak.
I have VR. I made a VR video that I put on my YouTube channel. You can find me on YouTube. Just search up John Plennis, and I will come up. Yeah, there's a little plug there for you for things that I do besides this right now. But other than that, I played a lot of different games in VR, and the Medal of Honor one isn't one of them. But there's VR parks. Have you heard of those?
I was gonna say I actually have not.
All right, so park is a different. It's the Void. There's these things called the Void where you go into them. You have a VR headset on, and there's this. It's a big room that you go in, and they had a Star Wars one in Disney World that I never got to do, which was kind of upsetting for me because I was like, oh, that's cool. I can finally do it now, and because I had the money, and I was like, oh, it's gone. They closed it down. They had like a Wreck-It Ralph thing too. Then they had a Jumanji thing, and apparently in the Jumanji thing, like there'd be people who like would come up and like tap you, and like fuck with you, and it was like real cool. But yeah,
that's interesting.
That's a complete like way off story about VR.
I mean,
we got there from Medal of Honor, Call of Duty, and getting shot down in The Sims.
I mean, hey, this all stemmed from the gym somehow. Don't ask me how.
Yeah. How did we get here? Can you go back and find the point at which the universe expanded? Good luck. There's gonna be a lot of that.
So back to my subject on the gym.
Okay,
I'm feeling all right. It hasn't been a rough chest day. We took it a little light today. It wasn't too bad, honestly. I didn't reach a point where I was like, yeah, get the bar, or like, yeah, I'm done. When you're working out, you kind of get lightheaded in your left eye. You got to take like a little 10-second breather before you die.
You just get lightheaded in the left side of your brain. It's like
just the left. Yeah. It's always the left eye.
It's like a brain freeze.
Yeah, well, it sucks. That's why I hate the gym, but I love it.
No, I've never felt that.
Well. I was about to go on a whole tangent.
I can't relate.
Just like, yeah, bro, you feel me? Nah, I don't.
It's like, nah, I can sympathize with you, but I can't feel you. I've been lightheaded at the gym.
I can
We
feel sorry for you.
what is it? The one day we did arms, I think it was a Tuesday.
Yes.
That we worked out that one week, or was it Monday? I forget what it was, but I told you about it. I like spaced out. Like the minute I looked up from replying to my friend on Instagram, like the
Yeah.
world just completely like I was out of there. My brain left the building at that point, and it was just my body in the gym. Because I was like walking
Oh,
forward. Because I looked up and I saw you over there, and I was like, "All right, I'm gonna
I
head
see
over
him.
and start to work out." And then that person like said like there was someone that said something, and like I turned around real quick, and all of a sudden I went full Mr. Krabs when the world's spinning around him, and he's like, "Where the hell am I?" He's like, "Huh? Huh?" He's like looking left and right, and
You
like,
were out of it. They were like, "Yeah, you come here. How many days a week you come
bro,
here?
I
Yeah,
was out of
that's
it.
it. Yeah,
I was out of it while we were working out. I was like scared. I was like, I hope I do not pass out while doing reps. Like that's my biggest fear of like doing like heavy weights, and it's a fear that I like has just come up too. Like it's a little like
mm.
irrational little thing that kind of gets in my head every time I'm doing like a heavy weight. Like I did 300 the other day, and it was 300
Big
pounds
guy over
on
here.
bench. 300 pounds on bench. That is a slight flex.
550
A
benching.
slight my lifetime all around max was 345, but that's another discussion for another time. So anyway, I was doing 300, and in my head, like just that popped up a little bit was like, oh yeah, you might pass out doing this, and I was like, huh? No, God no, please no. And so now I breathe more now. Like it allows me to breathe more. Like before I didn't breathe a lot. Like I was like,
Oh, you were just straining the
yeah, yeah,
cheeks.
yeah. I didn't like sound like an elephant, like breathing out. Like that was at the end. Like when I got it fully up, that's when I went. Sounded like a deflating balloon running across the room. But yeah, like and I got up and like I start breathing like in through my nose, out through my mouth, like controlled breathing so I don't pass out after doing it. And I'm
I
just like,
definitely had
why
that
is this
problem
just
before.
happening now?
Yeah, that's weird. It just happens. But I've had that problem before where I didn't properly breathe doing exercises, and I'd get done and I'd put the weight back, and I'm just you get that little side to side stagger. You're like, whoa, you know.
Yeah,
But I
it's not anything
I definitely have
serious.
that fear as well, though.
Yeah, it's not anything serious, but it is like a possibility, and for some reason it does have that like, oh no, oh
Yeah,
shit, I might
it's
die
happening.
today.
This is it.
It's like it's a good thing there's a hospital maybe like 20 feet from here because if something does happen, at least I won't like be permanently dead. You know?
I mean, that's not really a guarantee.
Yeah. Well, that'll live.
Yeah, that's not a guarantee. You won't stay dead.
Yeah, that's true. They might be able to revive me by shocking me with the paddles. Like in Battlefield, you run up to somebody and pshh,
Bro, I definitely
they got the
like
assault.
lifting heavy stuff. It's always that thought in the back of your head, like, yeah, what if I don't get this up and I just drop the bar on my chest? But
Yes,
definitely,
yes, that happens all the time.
definitely leg press too, because I know everybody has seen that video of people leg pressing and their feet touch their thighs, and that's
God,
not a bro.
everybody's
I'm
seen
just,
that video of the guy's ankle turning to jelly after kicking that dude. And
oh
now,
my god,
God, that's like the one thing where you're like, what happens if that happens while I'm squatting? You know what I
exactly.
mean?
It,
Or like
it, it
doing
definitely is a
doing
thought in
some
the back of my head, and
leg
I
lifts. You're doing some leg lifts when the machine is actually free. When
yeah,
it's actually free. You go up, you
yeah,
ask
bro.
someone, "Hey, is this free?" They don't even respond. They just look at you and shake their head in like disappointment, like a father looks at you while you're trying to hold the flashlight, right? You're trying to hold the flashlight, and you're not holding it steady, and just looks at you, doesn't say anything, just shakes his head, turns back.
That's that's that you're at a supermarket store. You go to grab the candy bar. Your parents just look at you, give you that shake. Mm-mm.
And it makes you feel defeated as a person. It makes you feel defeated that they don't even like say, "Oh no, I have this many sets left." They're just like they're just non-verbally telling you to fuck off.
Now, would you say that's worse, or would you say it's worse when there's that one guy, and he's running like four machines or like four spots, like he's doing bench, back, calves, and you know what I'm talking about. There's always that guy at the gym. He's doing bench, calves, back, pull ups.
That's the traveler. That's the traveler right
Yeah,
there.
yo,
You,
yo, yo, bro, you don't think? Nah.
you got a
All
guy
right.
doing the back pull down machine all the way halfway across the gym using the preacher curl machine. Comes running back after he sees you kind of moving it, like, "Hey man, I'm using that," and it's like, you're all the way out.
It's like,
Like,
bro,
you
I
couldn't
hate
like
it,
just put a sign out that says temporarily taken.
bro. I hate it, bro. That's probably top three worst pet peeves in the gym. What
Oh.
what's other pet peeves in the gym though?
Um.
Besides people using like they're on one besides they're on one machine too long and then one using four machines. That I feel like there's one more that we're missing. I can't put my finger on it.
Playing songs out loud.
Hell yeah. That's
Playing
a
song.
good point.
It doesn't happen often, but when it happens, it's so annoying because you're sitting there and you just have this. You just have a guy come up like, "We don't want to hear your music." Guess what? Be quiet for a second. You hear that? There's music already playing in the fucking gym. You don't need your music here. Buy some headphones. They're cheap. Just go to Walmart. Get some skull candies or some
I, I,
JBL jelly
I,
gummy fucking headphones. Get the earbuds. Your
I
phone
actually
comes with them.
I actually got two. I just thought of two actually. As you just said that.
People walking
It's
around naked in the locker room for
see that's
no
even another one.
reason.
That's not even where I was going,
Put
but that's
some
also a
underwear
great
on
point.
or a towel.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. If I was like, I mean, I'm comfortable with my size where I'm at, but like, if I had like 2 or 3 more inches on me, I might do it.
Now, where are you
You know,
talking about? Height wise or somewhere else?
uh-huh. Like, if I was really rocking the package,
Oh
you
yeah,
don't feel
listen, all right. I already
you don't
know
feel that
it's
way.
listen, all right. I already know it's small. I just don't need someone else telling me it is. All right. I make that observation on the daily myself. Like it's okay. You don't need to remind me.
It's like, listen, I got blood pumping in other areas right now.
Yeah,
You gotta
yeah.
catch me on a good
I
day.
just came from working out. I'm doing some cardio. The blood is circulating through other parts of my body right now, trying to keep me stable.
Yeah, like it's probably a little smaller than it usually is right now. Don't worry
It's a
about it.
little cold
Catch
in
me.
here too. You know what I mean? The AC's on
The
all the
fan, the
time.
fans are blowing.
Yeah, I'm
But
sweating. I'm
that's what I'm
losing
saying. If I
water.
had if I had if I had that rod on me, if I had I probably would
But
walk
then
around.
people would be mad at you for like walking around without a towel on. You know what I mean? Like it's never a problem.
But it'd be
If
more
someone
like
doesn't
jealousy. It wouldn't be
demasculate you
mad
in
like,
that
come on, man,
way.
put some clothes on. It'd be like jealousy. It'd be like, damn,
Yeah,
because let's
yeah.
be honest, like you gotta look at least
Yeah.
once,
But then
be
again,
honest. Yeah.
why are
You
you
gotta
looking at
get a
other
peek
guys'
and like
dicks in the locker room?
that's what I'm saying. Hear me out. Hear me out. I'm not doing it purposely, but it's kind of like when a dog's taking a shit, right? It's like you don't want to see it, but you gotta look at least once. You're like, let me, you peek over and you're like, that's nasty, but all right, I looked at it. Like, that's how it is in it. That's how it is in the gym. You
It's
look and
like
you're
a
like, come
slow
on,
train wreck. You can see it coming, like it's happening. Like you
yeah,
just
you
look.
gotta look. Yeah,
Like
you gotta look. You're like, oh, that's terrible. But all right, now look away.
what would be the worst if you got lightheaded? Like you got you're lightheaded coming out of the steam room, right? You kind of sit down and space out, and some guy with nothing on is just like right there next to you, and you space out while looking
And
directly at it, and all of a sudden it's just, the fuck you doing, buddy? It's like, huh?
I said, bro, listen, now, man, I didn't even know you were there. Put that thing away.
It's like, listen, I
But
space out, all right. Doesn't mean I was staring intently.
but no, another pet peeve I was gonna say, I kind of don't like this, and you may disagree with it, but when it's that guy. It's actually a couple people that do this. They're in there in the gym screaming, lifting the
Oh
weights.
yeah, fuck those
Like
guys.
guys, you know.
Yeah, like there's a big like divide between the guys that when you're doing a heavy weight and you know it's acceptable to scream. Like there's acceptable times when you're like trying to like get your friend to like do it. You know, like come on, come on, come on.
Yeah,
But
that's different. Yeah, not like when
not
you by
like the
yourself.
motherfuckers that slam the weights. And like, listen, I'm fine if you're doing a heavy weight and you slam it, but these are the people who intently slam 45s on the ground for no reason whatsoever,
Bro,
other
it's
than just to
never
be like,
heavyweight like
look
that.
at
That's what I'm
me.
saying.
Like, look at
Yeah,
me. Like, no, nobody wants to look at you doing that. In fact, it's very annoying. That
exactly, bro.
happens a lot.
I'm glad we're on the same page there, bro. Because I can't do it, and most of the time it's never heavy, like crazy heavyweight. Like,
And most of the time,
why are you?
you can tell who they are when they're in the gym. Like, oh, great, this motherfucker here is going to start screaming to his buddy to...
Yeah,
Like, it just doesn't become audible to a point. You know what I mean? Like, it's not audible anymore. It's like, what are you saying?
bro, that's goddamn facts, bro. But honestly, and when I get my own gym, I'm probably gonna be the same way, just because it won't even be heavyweight. I'll just be in there doing dumb stuff. It won't even be screaming. I'll just making random noises in there. You know, just random stuff. But that's when I
you
get
just
my own little
you
gym in the
just
garage or
you
something.
just look around, right? Make sure none of the neighbors are outside, right? You like make sure none of the neighbors are outside. You're looking. You kind of turn your music up a little bit louder. You know what I mean? Then you go to do a max set, and for once, because you've always thought about it, for
I'm
once,
screaming
when
at the
you're
top of my
when
lungs.
you're putting up that weight, you get to the top, and you're like. Yes, I want to make that sound once while lifting weights.
I'm gonna sound like
Everybody
you
has
know
that
that
fantasy,
guy.
right, guys?
You know, you know that guy in SpongeBob where the Squidward thought he's gonna get out of there with the magic conch, and the one guy came. He was like, "Are you talking about the magic conch show?" And they just all collected.
Like this.
That's gonna be me lifting the weights for no
They had
reason.
two all of a sudden. He's like this.
Yeah, exactly.
He
Bro,
comes through. Like, why couldn't he just follow the path that that guy took?
bro,
He's cutting
SpongeBob's
through the
top.
forest.
Bro, SpongeBob's in my top five, bro. Yeah, it gotta be, bro.
I like early SpongeBob. Like everything
Oh yeah,
after
not the new. Yeah,
everything before the movie. Everything before the movie, anything after the movie, yeah, I can leave it.
yeah.
I can leave it. So I remember
I can
seeing the
agree.
movie in theaters. Like as a kid, I saw the movie in theaters, and then I watched the show, and it was
Wow.
kind of like, When did that movie come out?
That's a great question. I'm actually going to Google that.
Fact check.
SpongeBob.
Let's make people feel old.
Yeah, I want to feel old myself as well. Don't mind me while I spell SpongeBob incorrectly, huh?
Feel seasoned. No,
2004.
holy shit!
Golly.
Woo!
Bro, I thought I was about to say like 2010 or something like that.
Oh my god. That is crazy. I thought it was going to
That's
say
crazy
at
that you
least
seen it.
2008.
That's crazy you seen it in theaters. I honestly, I don't know how it happened, but we watched it in class. And before anybody even asked, yes, I cried. But, you know, who didn't really cry at that age?
The Goofy Goober scene. When
Oh, yeah, bro,
they're
right at the
drying,
end, bro,
they're
when they got
drying
their
up on the
tears.
little table.
Yes, bro. I thought it was over. I thought that was gonna be the last SpongeBob episode movie
They
we were
thought
ever
that
gonna
was a
see.
wrap.
Yeah, I
That
thought
was
it
a
was like,
wrap.
yep, that's the end of SpongeBob. I was like, did they really just kill cartoons? Like,
They just killed SpongeBob and Patrick in
I
a
thought this was
PG
Nickelodeon.
movie.
When did I switch? Yeah, when did I switch to Adult Swim? What just happened?
SpongeBob's teaching you a valuable lesson.
That's
Don't.
crazy because I honestly, I remember somebody telling me SpongeBob was supposed to be on Adult Swim.
I. Oh wait. Is that? Do you think that might be like one of those things where it's like the GIF in Jiffy, or like the, you know what I mean, or like
All right, first things first, we're gonna get this right here. What is it? What is it? Because I don't know. Is
It's
it GIF or
GIF.
GIF?
It's GIF,
It's
but people
GIF.
probably called it. People might be confusing it for like Jiffy Pop, or maybe it was a case of how in Australia Burger King is called Hungry Jacks. Like
No, it's
same
not.
symbol and everything. No, it is. In Australia, it's
What
called
in the
Hungry Jacks.
world?
Yeah, Burger King is called Hungry Jacks in Australia. So it might have been that. Like someone might have like known it was like Jif, but then all of a sudden it was like, oh, Jiffy, or they might have rebranded and no one just noticed. You know what I mean? Or it's weird.
Jiffy, I know it's peanut butter
But it
guy.
it might be one of those things where like someone started this thing, said, oh, SpongeBob was supposed to be on Adult Swim, and then like everyone just started being like, really? Like at the time there might have been there wasn't the internet like there is now, so no one could fact check it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
I
I
mean,
don't know.
honestly, if it was on Adult Swim, I'd probably be watching it now.
Oh, it'd be like whatchamacallit. It'd be like Rick and Morty
Exactly.
before its time, pretty much.
I mean, I'm gonna say something real controversial here. I don't really watch Rick and Morty like that.
I watch it occasionally. Like there's times where I'm like, okay, I'll like, but it's mainly like a year or like a couple months after the season's done, or I'll see something and I'll be like that. It's either a reference to it, or I see something for it and I'm like, oh yeah, I'll watch that show again. And it's I don't know how I feel about it. I don't really feel any way about it. I just watch it. You know what I mean? Like it's just something I watch. Like there is some genuinely funny stuff in there, but like other than that, I just watch it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
that's what I'm saying, bro. I get a lot of
it's a nice show, as in like the animation's really good, the voices and stuff behind the people are really good. So production
yeah,
wise and everything, like it's really good. But like as far as like
yeah.
just
For
watching
like,
like adult cartoons, I've never really been like a cartoon like person really.
oh yeah, I was gonna say we're gonna say another controversial topic that I didn't forget that this guy does not watch anime.
I do watch anime, dude. I loved all four of the Toy Stories. Cars 2, Cars 3 is definitely top 10 animes of all time.
Oh man, he went to
Listen,
Cars 3 out of all of them.
my
What? That's the worst
listen,
one.
my guy, all right? Chick Hicks running whatchamacallit, Dynaco off the road, top 10 anime betrayals.
Yo. Oh my gosh. Bro, we're really getting old now that we're talking about this. I can't get this out of my
I saw
head.
Cars
Or
in
even Cars
theaters.
is old.
I saw Cars in theaters.
Bro, Cars is old too, low
Yeah.
key, bro.
If
We're
you want
getting to that
if you
age.
want to go really old, do you remember when whatchamacallit? Do you remember the first Xbox? Do you remember playing the first Halo?
Oh my gosh, bro. When did
Yep.
that come out?
Like 2001, 2000.
Jesus Christ. That's the only time I didn't own the Xbox, my cousins did, but I went over there to play it a couple of times because I was like, I hopped on the bandwagon of Halo. Everybody has at least once.
Halo
But
Combat Evolved was released November 15th, 2001.
Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm. And
Bro,
my my parents got it in a they got the Xbox that came with Halo and another game. Like bundling things was like it's still a big thing now, but like that was like the main thing back in the day. Like you get
that's
like an Xbox 360 with like games and stuff like that. Like you didn't buy just the base console, you bought the one that
yeah.
came with games.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's one thing I always was jealous of because I was a PlayStation guy. I was always jealous of the
Ah,
games that Xbox got.
ah,
Nah,
ah. But all right, all right,
nah.
all right. Well, let me explain. I had in my house we had regular PlayStation, Sega Genesis, um play regular PlayStation 1 to be more specific, regular PlayStation.
Regular PlayStation.
Nintendo 64. Then we
Okay.
got the We never had GameCube. Never had GameCube. We had the Wii,
Oh, you
Xbox,
missed out.
Xbox 360. The GameCube controller just looked really weird to me. Like the Nintendo 64 controller was just it was
Oh yeah,
enough.
yeah, that's
Dude, the WWE games on those consoles, classic. Like Raw is War for the Sega Genesis and for the Nintendo 64, and then you had WrestleMania 2000, and then you
damn.
had Royal Rumble and stuff. Like you had all these games, the WWE games, WWF at the time actually. It was WWF at the time.
WWF, World Wrestling Federation.
yup, and
You know what I'm talking about, brother?
you had the main characters of that time, and this is how 90s these games were, because you had The Rock, Stone Cold, Undertaker, Kane, Mankind.
Ooh.
You had the biggest of the biggest in the 90s of wrestling, dude. Like those people were top of the fucking tier, and these were like your main people you had on the front. And then you had games like SmackDown on the PlayStation 1, then
SmackDown versus Raw. Oh my
SmackDown 2, and
gosh.
SmackDown versus Raw, and then SmackDown versus Raw 2. It was like Shut Your Mouth or
Bro.
something like that.
Yeah, bro. Oh my
Then there
god.
was SmackDown versus Raw 2007,
Yes.
featuring
2008.
ECW.
That was ECW was only on. Was that the one that was on Tuesday nights?
I forget. I know it was with like it started with like WWF and stuff like that. Like it started like when it was called WWF. But I don't know. I never really paid attention to anything like as far as ECW was concerned. I know they always did crossovers because it was part of the same thing pretty much.
I was definitely a Raw kind of guy. You get what I'm saying here, brother?
You you
I'm a
watched
Raw guy to this day.
yeah, but you watched both. That was a thing too. Like you watched both back then because you're like, I want to see this and I want to see that, and it was funny though because they were on two different networks.
They definitely were.
They were. It was like
Bro.
weird.
Bro,
They
these
really
kids
tried to
definitely
make
don't
it.
know nothing about wrestling, bro.
They really
Just
tried.
prime.
We had a lot of people click off of the video at this point in the movie. This podcast gonna be a movie.
It's a movie.
Welcome.
Welcome to the sort of little throw the intro in there, the Paramount. Run the music. Dun, 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 dun.
It's Back to the Future. Bum, ba-da.
Bro, these kids are really. Oh my gosh.
And now for your feature presentation on every single VHS.
Every single. You know they had that little FBI warning before the movie started.
Oh yeah, and then remember when DVDs started to become a thing? Like DVDs were a thing, and then the internet became a thing, and it was like you wouldn't download a car.
Bro, speaking of the
It was
internet,
like
bro,
the most epic song in the beginning. It was and it was like this, like a guy swiping a DVD from a flea market, putting it in his coat pocket, and coming home, downloading a DVD, like burning it and uploading it to the internet and shit like that.
Bro, you're giving away the secrets. You're giving away my secrets.
And I think there was a guy who was trying to get into a car with a coat hanger, or he was stealing a TV or something, and the cops pulled up. It was the most incoherent, most 90s cinematography ever. Like, it was crazy.
Bro, it was
Like,
great,
it looked like a music video, almost. Like, you'd expect it to be a music video for someone like 3 Doors Down or something like that during that time.
Oh my gosh, 3 Doors Down. Yo.
Welcome to the Dangerously Diverse podcast, where we just reminisce about the early 2000s.
Man, listen. We're being diverse here.
Listen, all right.
We talked about Rick and Morty. You know, that's
diverse
timelines.
Just
exactly.
Anything. What should we call it? Dude, the 80s is coming back. I was at a mall today, right? And there was a lot of people, and there is roller skates. Not roller blades. Roller skates. The four wheels.
The skate
with the
2000 wheels.
front. Listen,
Yeah.
my guy. We're talking the 80s. 80s is coming back, all right?
Oh well, in that
80s
case,
is
I'm gonna
coming
give me
back.
some
And
bell-bottom pants. You
and
know,
and
get the
think about
get the
it. Think
high
about it,
top
right?
fro.
After the 80s, at least we got like a decent like solid like 30 years of decent classic pop culture stuff coming out then. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
At least with the 80s coming back, you're going to have a lot of new things coming out that are going to be classics.
classics, classics. But you know this. You know, I hate sounding like this, but you know this new generation, they're not gonna be down with it.
Mm.
They are
Yeah,
not, bro.
I don't know. I don't know, man. I think it's literally just going to be a I mean, it's up to us. Like Captain America said, it's up to us.
It's up to us,
It's up to us.
Captain. Captain,
This is the fight of our lives. We
we
got
gotta
one
Avenger the.
shot.
I said, oh my gosh, I can't talk. I said we gotta Avenger the assembles. Okay, we gotta Avenger the assembles, guys.
That's the slogan on the back of like the the you know the really oh my god, I'm blanking here right now. Like the knockoff toys where it's like strong guy,
Strong guy.
Captain Brave. You know what I mean?
Yo, I definitely remember that Captain Brave. That guy. It wasn't Batman. It was Bat Guy. That guy.
Instead of Iron Man, it's like
Tin Man.
Metal Man.
Metal Man.
But and then on the back it just says it's time to Avenger the Assembles.
Thor was just Thunder God.
Thunder
Thunder.
Thunder Man.
Thunder Man. Everything was something man.
Rolling Thunder, that's his name.
Yo.
That actually sounds like a decent like knockoff of Thor.
I was gonna say that sounds like a decent band name.
Rolling Thunder. Hello,
You
welcome
know
to
what
the
I'm
stage.
saying?
We're Rolling Thunder. Opening for us is dangerously diverse.
Actually, I'd throw everybody off. I'm coming out Rolling Thunder and I'm playing smooth jazz. I'm
Well, that
coming
might
out
be
there.
good. That might be good. That might be good, honestly. That might be a good name, Rolling Thunder, because then you could say something like, "We're coming here to." I literally just I fucking lost it. What the hell? Am I the one who's gonna pass out? I think I'm the one who's gonna pass out now.
I'm gonna be called Rolling Thunder and I'm coming out to George Michael.
We're back to wrestling. And we call it Rolling Thunder coming out to.
Yeah, Rolling Thunder coming out. Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna be hard to answer because it's a lot of options. If you had a theme song to your life, like as you walk into a place and music plays, what would you pick?
Oh my god. Am I allowed to like look at my phone real quick?
Go ahead, bro. I'm gonna just chat it up while you're looking for it. I asked that question. I asked that question. You would assume
What's yours?
that I'd have my.
What is yours?
That's where I was getting.
What's yours, motherfucker? You wanna ask me?
I was gonna say I asked that thing. You would think I would have my answer already. I don't. I sure as hell don't. Golly, see, I don't know what genre I would even want. It would have to be like, I guess it would be situational though.
It would be
Yeah.
It would have to be situational, but also like, would it be situational?
Yeah, because
But you said any time. Like that's the theme song for you. So it had to be one specific song.
Oh man.
Like what song describes you as a person? Let's go on survey.com and take the quiz.
Oh man, what describes me as a person? Every time, everywhere, probably like I don't even know. Probably Mr. Steel Girl. Oh,
This is Brain Sexy Back by Justin Timberlake.
what? Justin Timberlake's old as hell too.
What am I picking?
Did we touch music at all yet?
We have not touched music. No, we have not touched music yet.
I was gonna say, bro, music is definitely. I mean, there's some good stuff out nowadays, but
there's stuff that comes out, but it's so hilarious when you hear songs from like 30, 40, even 50 years ago, and you hear the same type of sound in music today. Like you can
Yeah, like
hear,
they'll sample a certain
you can
part of it,
hear
and you're like,
riffs.
wow, that's
You can hear
yeah,
riffs, and
bro.
you can hear like the beat of the song is literally a song from like 30, 50 years ago.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, that's a lot of rock stuff back in the day. They use a lot of samples.
Oh yeah, they sample everything. Everything just gets recycled pretty much. Like you have some original stuff that gets put out now, like
I mean,
by people, but a lot of it is the same stuff. Like you have situations where a movie comes out and then like 30, 20, like all right, so Scarface. There was a
yeah,
Scarface movie in like the early 1900s. And
right,
then the
right.
one with Al Pacino came out. That was essentially a remake of that movie, but with a
Yeah,
different scenario. But nobody knows what the fuck the first Scarface movie was. No one
yeah.
even
They just
knows
know that
that
Al
that was
Pacino one.
that
Yeah,
that's a thing. No one knows that that's a thing. That was a remake. So it's really funny, especially when it happens in music.
it definitely does.
I'm
You
going through
know,
my phone. I'm trying to find it, and I'm not finding anything.
I know that's what I'm saying. That was a hard question to ask.
Come back to us on the next episode, and
Come back to us 30 episodes from now, where we're still looking through our 2,000 songs that I have in my Apple Music.
oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's definitely. We'll be listening. We'll listen to it. We'll hear it. We'll hear it one day, riding in to the
Have you
gym.
watched? It's a pretty old movie, The Heat. With well, it's just called Heat. It's like 19 something with Al Pacino and Robert De Niro.
No, I have not watched it. There's a lot of old movies that I gotta watch.
I was gonna say, just off those two names, you can tell it's a great movie.
Oh yeah, one movie that you should watch if you like things that kind of mess with your head a little bit and kind of like let you think. You know what I mean? And I picked up on it. There's two things that I picked up on and was like, oh my god, that is that and that is that.
All right,
It's called Eyes Wi- Eyes Wide Shut. It's
eyes wide shut.
Stanley Kubrick's last movie. Tom Cruise is in it. It
Eyes
is
wide shut.
it's on HBO Max.
1999 one. I'm assuming that's the only one.
Yes, Tom Cruise.
Yes.
Yes, watch that movie. It is you'll be sitting there at one part particularly in the movie going, "What the fuck am I watching?"
Oh, well, those are my kind of movies then.
But you'll notice certain things. Like if you got to pay attention to the movie too. You got to pay attention to it. There's one part that you're gonna kind of be a little like shaky on because
Right,
you're thinking that someone's gonna say a line, right? You're thinking someone's gonna say a line to indicate something that you have
right.
in your head. They won't say it, but just know you're right.
Oh,
Yes,
yes. I
just know you are right.
mean,
If
yeah.
if your mind works the same way mine works when I'm watching movies and watching this movie in particular,
Well,
because
thanks for just downplaying my mind.
I called like two big twists, like right off the bat.
Ladies and gentlemen, he just called me a dummy. Don't let that go over your
I
heads.
didn't call him an idiot. I'm just saying, like, if when you watch movies, if it is like the same, like if you're looking at something, and then all of a sudden your brain just makes a connection out of nowhere, and like you can predict it, like you predict it all of a sudden, and you're like, that's that person, or this is that, or oh my god,
Yeah,
this
see,
is what's gonna
that's
happen.
usually my problem sometimes. Like I'll watch a movie or a TV series or something. I'm kind of like already like in my head, like I know how it's gonna end, or like I know what's gonna happen to this person or that person, and it winds up not happening, and then something completely different happens, and then I'm lost.
Yeah, yeah,
But
it's you'll if you pay attention to it, like I said, you'll figure it out. If you pay attention to it, you'll figure it out.
all right,
Eyes
I
wide
got it
shut.
on my Google.
Yeah, get
I
it.
got it on my Google page right now.
You got HBO Max.
Oh yeah, it came with my AT&T contract.
Oh yeah, that's right. You told me that. You told me that you were like paying for it, and then you're like, wait, I get this for free.
Bro, I think they just started doing it when the iPhone 12 came out. So,
Oh, probably like a promotion.
it's like flex. I got the newest
Well, it's
iPhone. It's
probably a
right, bro.
promotion, and then like next year they're gonna be like, guess what? You gotta pay for this now.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. They're gonna like,
Because
you're gonna
I
have to pay for it or
remember,
get the new get the new phone.
2019 when Disney Plus came out. Verizon gave every member a free full year, so
Jesus Christ.
I didn't have to
Oh yeah, you
pay.
did. Oh yeah, you did tell me that. Yeah.
Yeah, like they gave us a free full year, like one whole year for free. I didn't have to pay anything till the day that it came out in 2020.
Yeah. See, I would do that, but I don't have $1,600 to pay for a Verizon bill every month.
I don't. My bill's not $1,600.
Maybe in a little exaggeration. It's probably like 1,300.
No, it's more like
Another
exaggeration. It's like
exaggeration.
100 something. It's like 100 something.
Man, I had Verizon once. I paid like 4 or something. That was the last time I did that.
Jesus Christ, was that back when you had to pay for minutes?
Yes.
No fucking wonder. You load up. You just load up the. You just load up the internet, and like it's $50.
Yeah, I was about to say that's all your minutes right there.
Back
you play
then.
one game on your phone, it's over.
Oh yeah, games used to cost money too.
What's that one game? It was like Snake or something like that.
Yeah, on the Nokia.
Yeah.
And then the Motorola Razr came out, and you were the coolest person ever if you had one.
Here we go, showing our age again.
I had a Motorola Razr when I was in elementary school.
Oh yeah, I did too.
I was in school and I had a Motorola Razr. I was fucking cool.
Listen, I may be black, but I was a little spoiled. I was a little suburban.
What does that have to do with it?
Because listen, most kids, of my ethnicity, they don't get that stuff till they're a little older. They be like, hell no, you're not getting no phone. No, this is stuff I got. This is why we're dangerously diverse. I get to educate. The other crowd on my side of stuff.
That's the diverse part. The dangerous part is we might get canceled. The dangerous part is it goes in a certain way.
That's why we're dangerous.
It gets touchy.
I started off kind of hot. They may have cut us off in the first 10 seconds, but
Listen, YouTube has flagged this video already. SoundCloud has taken it down. All right.
Yeah, we're gonna have a couple of lawsuits coming our way in the 2 months, but
Oh yeah, trust me, we're gonna get just our tires are gonna be slashed. More than my headlight is going to be out on my car.
That is hilarious that your headlight was out today.
I changed that shit. I changed the left one a week ago.
I know.
I finally fixed it a week ago.
Then boom. The right one's out.
My God. You know what I'm happy that they brought back? The Gatorade bottle that I got today. The little sippy type.
Oh, you twist the cap?
Yeah, the nipple, it's called. I guess you could call it. The nipple.
We all like sucking on nipples, brother.
The little nipple, little nipple bottle Gatorade. You know what I mean?
Give me a couple nipples right now.
I'm glad they brought those back because that was like a big thing back in the day. Like everyone loved these things, and they finally brought them back. Different style bottle. I didn't know they
got rid of them.
Yeah, dude.
They know they got rid of it. That's crazy.
Everywhere I went, they didn't have them. Like I think there was a short stint where they got rid of them. You know what I mean? Man. They thought everybody in the world was a fucking big boy now or big girl, and they didn't want they didn't want to have sippy cups anymore. Listen. You're never too old for a sippy cup.
To suck a nipple. I thought we were on the same.
I was gonna say you're never too old to suck on a bottle, but I didn't want to go there. But you went straight there.
I went full fledged. You never too old.
You went like, listen, you Gatorade, Pepsi. You know we love sucking on nipples. Bring them back, baby.
I know all know my guys can feel me there, right, brother? You never too old to suck on the nipple. I honestly don't even know if I was breastfed. Random thought. That was random, but
that's like saying, oh yeah, like I never knew my parents. I never knew my real parents. That's like what it's saying. It's like, I never knew if I was breastfed. You say that in the exact tone. It's like, I never knew my parents, you know? I just never knew them. You know, it's
funny
like
story.
It's like Dr. Doofenshmirtz, you know? My parents never came to my birth!
Yo. Yo,
If
real
someone's
quick
made it
story.
50 minutes into this video, God bless you and thank you.
God bless you.
Hit that subscribe button and the like button and
If
share
somebody's
this
made
with
it
your
50 minutes
friends.
into this, if somebody's made it 50 minutes into this video, why are you still here? It's like, nah.
Just tell them to like it. No, don't leave. We're still talking.
Huh? Oh, my bad.
You about to pass out?
I'm still on my pre-crack. What?
Right.
We're canceled again.
Pre-workout. It's legal.
It's legal,
It
guys.
may be
Literally.
powdery and it may be white, but it doesn't come in a little baggie. It comes in a tub, alright? It's labeled, it's FDA approved. However, it does not cure any diseases. If anything, it creates them. And that disease is called hyperactivity.
It's called boosted testosterone.
I used to feel like my body was on fire if I had C4. Like I did. For those of you who don't know, C4 is a brand of pre-workout, and I would take 2 scoops of it, and at one point when I wasn't adjusted, because you got to kind of get adjusted to it, and sometimes what happens is you take it, and then a little later on into the workout, you kind of start feeling like you have a really itchy sweater on, and you scratch, but the more you scratch, it starts to burn. But it's because you'll find yourself doing some workouts and you'll be feeling good, and then you'll kind of be sitting there for a little bit, right? You'll be sitting there setting up some weights, or you'll be done your workout, and you'll just be sitting there stationary doing nothing, and then all of a sudden this feeling will come over you of just you're burning all over. Drink water at that point. Lots and lots of water.
I'm going to be honest. That was a great description. Exactly how you feel when you take it. Because the way I was going to describe it, I'm glad you didn't let me go ahead and talk. Because the way my description was not going to be accurate. I was going to say it kind of gives you the feeling like the first day of school when you get the little jitters. When you're on the bus ride there and you kind of feel like you're going to shit on yourself.
Well, it may give you a little anxiety, but
yeah,
that just
that's why I'm
depends
glad
on
I
you.
didn't go. That's why I'm glad I didn't.
That depends on you, but are you sure it is you? Where do you get your pre-workout from? It's not from a back alley anywhere, right? You don't have to call up a guy to bring you pre-workout. You don't have to call up a guy and be like, "Hey man, I need some more of that pre-workout." And he's like, "All right, meet me around the back of Walmart. I'll get it to you."
No, it's the back of CVS, but that's besides the point. But anyway, no, I get it from
you mean the closed CVS?
Huh?
Oh no, the subway next to it's closed. That's right.
They say it's closed, but when you really drive through the drive-through,
it's but wait, what do you mean it's closed? I go there all the time and get my pre-workout from Subway. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta take the drive-through.
It's closed.
That's what they tell you.
That's what they tell you, yeah. They're like, oh no, the guy always says it's open. There's a man behind the counter. It's just one man and there's a bottle. And he hands it to me. Look
at us coming full circle back around to the gym topic. Look at it. We are a structured podcast.
We are dangerously diverse, and we dangerously get off topic.
My topics may be random and thrown out there, but listen, that's where what? Don't mind me, I'm still coming down from my,
what the fuck happened there? You're a
I think I had a stroke.
That's not a stroke. That's roid rage. That's you said. Did you hear voices? Is that what is that one of the side effects of the pre-workout? You just hear someone going, yo, and you're like, what?
I think my mouth was trying to fall off my body for a second. I don't know what just happened. I was trying to talk with my mouth closed. I was about to throw up. Yo, Jesus Christ! Maybe I did get that from somewhere I didn't know. Let me go look at the labels.
Was the seal broken when you took off the top?
Maybe I shouldn't have took it when it was just an all white can. It didn't have any labels on it. It had a piece of paper taped around it that said pre-workout.
It was in a tub. It was inside of a baggie. I just thought that was like a freshness seal. You know what I mean?
I thought it was you keeping it fresh. It had a piece of paper taped to it with Sharpie marker that said pre-workout. It looked legit to me.
Disclaimer. I mean, we were already like too far into like the joke, but disclaimer: he did not buy drugs. He has purchased legal pre-workout from a supplement store. Okay.
Yes, vitamin shoppy.
The vitamin shop.
The vitamin shoppy.
Yes, not behind the vitamin shop. All right. It's in the vitamin shop. He bought it from the vitamin shop. So let's just get that out of the way here.
I still don't know why they have an E on the end of that, but
it might have been a typo. Someone might not have known how to spell shop.
It was probably like them trying to come up with a name, just like we were trying to come up with one for the podcast, and everything was taken. They just threw an E on the end.
Well, you know what it was? It was just the vitamin shop, and then someone, the day they were supposed to record the original video, texted them and was like, "Hey, we should call it the vitamin shop E."
The vitamin shop, Yeah. That's what I came about. It's a vitamin shop,
Yeah, we gotta call it something else, you know. There's already vitamin shop's taken. Sorry guys, didn't fact check that. I should have known. My bad.
You know, another fun fact, guys. It took us a week to come up with the name for this. We just found a name today, huh?
I suggested like so many names, but they were sarcastic. You had the Pod in parentheses casting couch, Jersey Boys, which that obviously is already taken.
This is just it sounds like reality. Why can't I talk? No. I'm trying to say reality TV. What am I doing? I said reality.
I suggested Mill Villains, which most people won't get the reference to, but we know what that is, and it's so stupid. But
the one I had. Oh yeah, I had Stuck in Spawn, but it kind of had no context, and it didn't have nothing to do with the podcast.
Yeah, so, and I was like Simply Random, which is what the show has been, but that was taken already. So, but you listen, all right. We came up with a lot of names, and yes, they were all taken. And so now we're called Dangerously.
Here we are.
We're called Dangerously Diverse, and we've said the name too many times. We've referenced ourselves too many times in a podcast.
I'm just making sure they know, you know.
Yeah, you know, it's the first episode, you know, so they might forget. They might be wondering, what's the name of this called? Even though it's on the thumbnail, it's in the video title, it's on the YouTube channel. They subscribe to it. They got a notification. They may
turn
still
the
need
turn the
to
noties
know.
on.
You still may need to know what this podcast is called. Because there is no description for this podcast. It's just two motherfuckers talking about random shit.
Oh yeah. Don't get it twisted, guys. You know, this is the first one, like you said, so we won't.
Eventually, we'll grow into.
I'm not gonna.
We'll make our own way.
Won't always be random, but
we'll structure it. It's kind of we'll form our own structure. So what are you watching? What are you watching on the Netflix? No one watches TV anymore. Everyone watches Netflix, HBO, Hulu, Paramount Plus.
Yeah,
Starz doesn't have their own streaming service. Amazon Prime.
I do have all of those. I was gonna say.
Yeah, Disney Plus.
I definitely. Yeah, I would say lately.
Hulu.
I guess the most recent thing I'd say, you know, Loki, obviously.
Loki. Oh, Loki. Whoo! That is.
Yes.
That busted the nutshell wide open.
Oh yeah, the next we're in phase 4 now, right?
Yeah.
Of Marvel.
We're in phase 4 now. Yeah, we're still in it.
Yes.
Spider-Man: Far From Home, I think most likely is gonna get a trailer, with Venom 2. Like,
Oh my
before
lord.
Venom 2. Venom 2, okay, so current stuff. Let's get into current stuff real quick here. Venom 2 Let There Be Carnage has a new trailer out now.
Mhm.
They uploaded it today, the day we're recording this, on August 2nd. Um, it's a Monday. They uploaded it. Sony uploaded it on their channel. But I theorize that they are going to release a teaser or maybe even a full trailer of Spider-Man Far From Home with Venom 2 Let There Be Carnage. Because it would go hand in hand.
I believe so. I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although
Side,
that movie does
I,
look good. Carnage
yeah, I was
looks
gonna say. Side
amazing.
note, yeah, that trailer, just off the trailer, looks like it's gonna be. I mean, I love the first Venom. Tom Hardy, he's that guy, Kyle.
He's that guy.
He is that
He's
guy.
that guy.
Yeah, that 10 out of 10 for the trailer so far.
Yes. But
It pleased me.
how does he get like? All right, so if you've seen the old cartoon, like not the old cartoon, but the Spider-Man cartoon that starts off with a spud. You know what I'm talking about, right?
The
Yeah,
classic intro.
nobody fucking knows what I'm talking about, though. Nobody else. You know what I'm talking about.
I got you.
All right, here we go. It was the cartoon where
Yes.
it had like Madam Web, and it had the one episode where Peter Parker turned into like a legit spider. That's the
Hmm.
cartoon I'm talking about. And the Punisher was in the episode. That's the one I'm talking about. In
Right.
that one, um, Cletus Cassidy gets the symbiote, and it comes to him in jail. And he's not getting put through like the death penalty. But in the trailer, it shows him getting like lethally injected, and then like he starts to turn into Carnage. Now, there is also a scene in the trailer where he bites Eddie Brock's hand. Is that where the symbiote
So I
comes
was gonna
from?
say, yeah, I was gonna say, is
Because
that what you're
Carnage
thinking?
is
That's
a piece of Venom. So that would make sense.
yeah, I was gonna say, is that where you're thinking it's coming from too?
I'm thinking so too. Because he took his hand like a 5-year-old and bit like a
And but
5-year-old bites his hand.
it,
The scene where he
Charlie
bites his
bit me.
hand, the scene where he bites his hand is so, I cracked up. It's so funny. It's hilarious. Like it's slow motion too. Like that is hilarious. So watch
I
that.
believe so.
Go
Go watch the Venom.
after this. Go watch that Venom trailer.
Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage.
Yes, it looks like a good movie.
That's
Mean,
all that's really coming out besides any like
uh,
normal movies.
yeah. Oh my God, you want to talk about normal movies, or do you want to talk about very fast and furious movies?
Oh my god.
Yes, yes.
Spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't seen it. I have not seen it, but I've seen plenty of
Spoiler.
memes and
Listen. All right, listen. At this point, spoilers are off about this movie because everyone's seen the memes.
seen the memes. Yeah,
They've
I'm
seen the
saying I've
memes.
seen.
If you're not gonna see, listen, Fast and Furious 9 or F9, the Fast Saga, is one of those movies that if you are not going to go see it, if you didn't see it when it came out or like the week it came out, like it came out on like a Thursday, and if you didn't see it on Thursday or that weekend or the following week, 2 weeks after, all spoilers were done because literally 2 days after the movie came out, there was millions of memes online. And it's one of those movies, like I said, if you didn't see it, you're never gonna see it. Like, you know what I mean? So
Yeah, I was
they
gonna say,
go to
to be honest, I'm
space.
probably never gonna see it.
They go to space. They
That's all
use
you have
a
to say.
real steer. They use a real car. They use duct taped spacesuits. A car with a rocket engine, mind you. They use a functional steering wheel, a
Hmm.
functional gas pedal to push them forward. They
I
crash
heard.
into a satellite with the car, and then they're able to survive and float in space long enough to where they can get picked up by the International Space Station. And the spacesuits that they are in actually work.
I I need you to confirm this. I heard there was a scene about somebody catching a car. What was that about?
Catching a car?
Or he tried to catch a car and died, or something like that.
I don't know what scene you are referring to.
Oh, well, it sounds pretty Fast and Furious, but
Listen, I wouldn't put it past them. They use magnets in this one. They flip a truck. Again, another doomsday device, like in Fast
oh
8,
my lord.
like in Fast 7. Fast and Furious 8, they shield Vin Diesel from a nuclear blast with cars. It is the greatest
Actually,
scene in cinematic history. If you have
actually,
not seen it, go look that shit up. Because the physics are all right.
actually,
The physics are
they
correct.
actually shielded him. They actually shielded him
They
with
shielded
film.
him from. Oh,
With
yes, family. You
family.
don't need a radioactive suit when you've got family. You don't need oxygen in space if
When
you've
you
got
got family.
family. You don't need
You
logic, reason, or
as
physics
long as you
when
got
you've
family.
got family.
Jesus Christ, yeah, they need. They're never gonna end it, bro. I just got
Oh,
a
I'm
feeling
here
they're
for
not
it. They
gonna end
have
it.
my money. I'm going to see Fast
Yeah,
10,
I'm gonna say
Fast
it's at that
11.
point where you're already too
I'm
deep
I'm
though. You're just like,
I'm
no, I'm gonna watch it.
I'm going to see I'm going to see Fast and Furious uh Raptors and Cadillacs.
Yo,
Raptors v Raptors, right? It's Raptors facing off against a bunch of Ford Raptors.
fast. It's gonna be Fast 15 Judgment Day. You know, we're gonna see God in
Vin
Fast and
Diesel
Furious.
has
That's
been
the next.
quoted. Vin Diesel has been quoted as saying he does not see why the Fast and Furious franchise can't cross over with the Jurassic Park franchise or Jurassic World as
Yeah,
they're calling
Jesus
it now.
Christ. Come on, what are we doing now?
If you're going that
Come
far,
on now.
listen, all right. You with
I
me here?
mean,
You still with me
I mean,
here?
if you're going that far, commit. You might as well commit at this point.
You might as well commit. Exactly. That's why I'm saying you do Harry Potter and Fast and the Furious.
Yo,
All right. You do
we're
Harry
gonna do Game
Potter.
of Thrones. Nah, that's too old for Fast. I can't even go Game of Thrones. That's too old. That's too old. They're old times. We
The
gotta
the
go
the the, the,
futuristic.
the Fast and the Fantastic. It's Fantastic
Ah,
beats
Fast Pass.
meets
Yo,
Fast and Furious. Dominic Toretto has to capture all these different magical creatures with the help of Johnny Depp,
Jesus, Johnny Depp, bro.
Jack Sparrow himself.
Somehow Leonardo DiCaprio's gonna make an appearance in it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Leonardo DiCaprio. Jason Statham's gonna be in it because he's gonna know all his
Nicholas,
way around Hogwarts. He's gonna be like, I used to go here as a little boy.
Nicholas Cage. You
Nick
know
Cage. Oh, they're making National Treasure 3
why,
because they should.
bro? I mean, I'm not saying they're bad. I'm saying like
Listen,
why.
if you, it's gonna be on Disney Plus, I think. Which I mean,
Mm.
smart on them. I'm here for it. I'm watching it.
They're probably still gonna make you have to pay that $30 to buy it.
Oh no. That's only if it comes out in theaters.
Oh, okay, okay.
Because what you call it? Pixar dropped like 2 movies on Disney Plus that weren't premiere access. It was Soul and Luca. And from what I heard, like Soul was really good because it got nominated and everything. And then Luca apparently it was a lot of fun. So yeah, they
I
released
honestly still have not seen Soul.
2 movies that they could have released in theaters that they released on Disney Plus for free if you have a subscription to it.
Subscribe. T-Plug Field Max
Subs-
sponsor us.
Subscribe to us, and thank you to our sponsors. Absolutely nobody. So please,
Zoa sponsor.
please, Zoa, Dwayne Johnson, if you're listening, I drink this shit. All right, this is my pre-workout. Please, sponsor us.
Subway sponsor, huh?
Nah,
Subway.
nah. Subway coming under some heat right now. Their tuna ain't even tuna.
Whoa.
Yeah, did you hear?
That.
Did you see that story?
I
Apparently,
did not. I mean,
apparently they DNA tested the tuna and it wasn't tuna. There's no
Oh,
traces
was
of
it cat
tuna.
meat?
I don't know. I don't know if it was real or not. I just saw it and I was like, wow, that's funny if it's true. It's like the whole Taco Bell thing. Oh, okay, here we go. Let's get into a story. Taco Bell. Fuck Taco
Oh
Bell.
Lord. Yo,
I'll say it again.
wow,
Fuck Taco Bell.
wow.
Those
Bro,
motherfuckers.
sponsor us. Forget what he said.
No,
Taco Bell
fuck you,
sponsor
Taco
us.
Bell. Fuck you. Taco Bell put me in the hospital.
He's not exaggerating.
I'm not exaggerating. I ordered the same box that I ordered 5 different times before. Cheesy gordita crunch, 5-layer burrito, chips and cheese, with a Baja Blast. I go to work. I'm driving, right? I'm eating the taco. I eat the cheesy gordita crunch, and I start to feel a pain, like I'm getting stabbed, right? Like at like the bottom corner of my left pec, right? I'm getting stabbed, right? And I'm thinking I got a burp or something like that. You know what I mean? I think it's just like gas. And I burped twice, and these are good burps that would like make you feel like relieved. I didn't feel relieved. I ate the burrito because I was like, oh, it'll pass. You know, I probably just got to use the bathroom or something at work. And
Normal Taco Bell
the
stuff.
pain gets worse and worse and worse. I end up on the side of the highway under an overpass, dry heaving twice, throwing up, feeling my entire body in pain, hard to breathe, and I drive to the hospital. It hurts so bad that at this point I'm driving on the side of the highway. I'm driving on the shoulder of the highway, going like 50, going like 60 to like get to the hospital faster. I got people beeping at me, and I'm just screaming at them in pain. I'm like, "Fuck you!"
Quick question.
In pain. Yeah.
Quick question. During this whole time,
Yes.
this is a very important question.
Okay. Yeah.
During this time, on this drive to the hospital,
Yes.
did you let out a little turtle head?
No.
Did a turtle head? Wow.
No, there was nothing.
Oh, I didn't even have to
all
poison. I let that out anyway.
It was all pain.
All pain.
It was all pain. It wasn't that. Listen, it wasn't going down. It was going back up. All right.
Oh.
Because by the time I got to the hospital, I get in the hospital. It is freezing in there, right? I can feel that it's freezing, but I'm sweating bullets like I'm in the fucking the steam room. Like I'm so sweaty and wet that it looks like I came from the steam room. Like my shirt is all drenched in sweat. Like I can feel it cold on my skin from like the shirt and stuff like that, but my body is still sweating. And like now the pain is like all in my upper body. The right side of my jaw is hurting for some reason, and like all the way back, like the bottom, like my lower abs and stuff like that, like lower abdomen, to be tactical, all the way back to my kidney. You know what I mean? At that point, I thought my appendix had burst maybe. But then I feel like I gotta throw up, right? And then I'm in the bathroom. Now I got this bucket and I'm in the bathroom, dripping sweat into the bucket. And then I dry heave a couple times. I throw up again. Like I throw up a big chunk of the food. And then I kind of calm down. I calm down a little bit. Like I stop sweating, but the pain is still there, right? Like everything's still there. And then I go in to the room. They get me in a room. And then the fun time, they put an IV in me. I fucking hate needles. I hate them. All right, I fucking they suck so much. But they had to take.
Are you scared of needles, you freaking baby?
They had to take blood from me and everything.
Loser.
They had to take blood from me and everything, and no, excuse me. They had to take.
How they missed your vein like 400 times.
It was only once. They missed it once. They missed it once in like my forearm. They tried to put it, and then another nurse took a crack at it. Actually got it that time. Then
someone back up in here.
Then someone came in. They did a butterfly on my my left hand. I saw that shit go in and like break the skin. Like I saw it, cause you know how like your hand, like when you have it out, like you can pick up the skin and it's kind of like, you know what I mean? You pick up a little flap. It's a little flap. You know what I mean?
Yes. You know.
So I saw it go through the skin, and I'm like, oh my god. And so after being poked like 50 times, it feels like it was only 3, but it feels like 50. They finally come back with all the blood work and everything, and it turns out that I had pancreatitis. Yep. And the trouble breathing and everything was because the
I was gonna say,
diaphragm
go
was
ahead and
putting
educate the
pressure.
folks.
The diaphragm was putting pressure every time I breathed. Diaphragm was putting pressure on the pancreas, and so that's why I couldn't breathe in, take a deep breath as normal, and have it not hurt. So that's why I couldn't breathe. I was on a diet of nothing but oatmeal, applesauce, bananas, toast, and crackers. I lost 7 pounds, which
Jeez.
I mean is good, but also
No,
bad that it,
no,
but
no.
bad
That's not good
bad
loss. That's
bad.
not good loss of
That
weight
that's a
right
bad
there.
weight loss program. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's a bad weight loss program. Anyway, um, I forget. All right, so I forget the exact cause. All right, I forget the exact like 100% thing, but I think what was said of what possibly happened, because this started happening literally after I ate the Taco Bell. Not even 5 minutes after, like 2 minutes after I started feeling pain after I ate the Taco Bell. So I knew it was that. And I don't know, like I said, I don't remember exactly what I was told, but I'm assuming that this is the problem, because what was told to me is that the meat was either like both undercooked and had the same bacteria on it that causes staph infections on the skin, or it was one or the other. So it was either
They
that,
sold him.
like I
They
said, it was.
sold him mouse meat.
Man. All right, and we are back again. So what had happened was Taco Bell overheard our conversation and said, "Nah, nah, 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 nah.
Yeah,
You're
they
not
shut us
that guy,
down,
pal.
guys.
Trust me, you're not that guy."
They shut us down. They got tired of the slander.
They said, "This is slander. This is not true."
These are not the gordita crunches you speak of.
It's fucked too, because that's my like only favorite thing at Taco Bell. It's the only thing I ever liked at Taco Bell besides Baja Blast.
Damn.
Yup. All right.
See, I was
Oh, go ahead.
go ahead.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say I was a Frito burrito kind of guy, you know.
Yeah. You told me after I told you what happened. You're like, "Yeah, I could have told you not to fuck with the bell." I was like, "I
Oh
wish I
yeah,
would
I
have."
haven't got Taco Bell in a while.
Oh, listen, I'm never getting Taco Bell after this. After that,
Oh,
never again. My friend asked me, he was like, "Yeah, but he was like, all right, so you're not fucking with Taco Bell anymore, but you still fucking with Moe's?" I was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, I'm still fucking with Moe's. Moe's
yeah.
is good. I like Moe's better than Chipotle, to be honest. Chipotle's had so many E. coli outbreaks. But I've never heard of an outbreak at Moe's. I've never heard of a Moe's getting shut down.
That is true.
I've never heard of anything bad at Moe's. I say this, and I'm gonna go get fucked at Moe's.
Oh,
Food
come on.
wise, food wise. The otherwise never happens.
Yeah, you're gonna look like me getting this freaking quesadilla from Wawa.
Oh God, yeah. Why don't you tell them about that real quick, and then we can do the sign off.
I freaking jinxed it, bro. It's because I was talking about, yeah, I've never had a bad chicken wrap or whatever from Wawa, and they must have heard me talking smack, and then, you know,
But you said
they had
chicken wrap.
freaking
You never said quesadilla, did you?
no, but still, they just heard me talking, so they just, you know, I don't know who put my quesadilla together back there, but
Well, you know what? They probably got hungry, because if it came like that, it looks like a motherfucker ate it.
come on, bro, don't tell me that.
This motherfucker said, "Hey, he's not gonna." He's like, "He's not gonna know if I ate 2 fucking pieces of his quesadilla. Come on,
Bro,
I'll leave him a fourth of one, and I'll leave him a whole one."
I never got a quesadilla like that before either, bro. They always make my stuff
If
perfect,
you
bro.
do you have the picture? Did you save it?
I didn't save it.
Oh my God! If you saved it, we could have put it up right now as we're talking about it.
Oh my god, that was terrible.
Yeah.
To give people a picture of it, look, if you ever if you know what a Wawa is and you get the quesadilla from there, they'll usually cut it into threes or they'll cut it into fours, you know. I had one whole piece, a middle piece that looked like somebody punched it, and then the other piece looked like somebody took it out their pocket and then put it into the tray and then closed it. That's exactly what it looked like. I'm not
Essentially, it looked
exaggerating.
like someone ate it.
Yes, and then spit it back onto there, and it was like,
And
here
they
you go.
stomped on it. It looked like someone stomped on it. That's basically it.
Yeah, I ate it. Long story short, I ate it.
How was it? You don't feel bad?
Not yet. I'll see how I feel in the morning.
Well,
That's
no.
usually how
You
my
you would
food.
you would start feeling bad like you would have already started feeling bad like midway through the podcast. You'd be like, I'll be back. I'll be back.
See, I
Yeah.
don't know. Oh yeah, that's if I had the food poisoning. But my
Yeah.
body works different at night. If I eat at night, I usually don't get the side effects till the morning.
Oh damn. No,
So
honestly,
I'm
I
a,
think you're fine. I think you'll be fine because, like, I had what is it? I ate Popeyes before. Like, I had just gotten back from New York City, which I hate, by the way. But that's another story for another time. Not even story. It's just my general opinion. It's how I feel. But I just gotten back from New York from meeting up with some friends, and I had some chicken from Popeyes, and let me just tell you, I was not loving that chicken from Popeyes. I was throwing it up.
love that chicken from Popeyes.
I was throwing it up. Now, I have been back there since. I have been back there to the exact one too. I've been back there, and it was. I didn't get sick again. However, if
All
it
right,
puts me in the hospital like Taco Bell, fuck it. Fuck
cancel.
any food item that puts me in the hospital is canceled forever. So
Oh
yeah.
man,
But
great
anyway,
times.
that I think is gonna do it because it is extremely late here, and this obviously is our first episode. So we don't want to drive away too many people right away. We
I mean,
want
I'm pretty sure I handled that in the first 10 minutes.
Nah, I'm pretty sure like all of our just see what we think is funny. Someone's gonna just be like, "The fuck is this?" You know? And then we'll get like the real weirdos who stick around. You know what I mean?
Shout out the weirdos.
Shout out to the weirdos, but not those
You guys
weirdos. The good
I was gonna say
weirdos.
you guys aren't weird. You know, we're actually pretty normal.
We are. We're normal. We get Star Wars soaps and make unboxings out of them. We spend a little bit over $100 on Iron Man Nano Infinity Gauntlets.
We suck on Gatorade nipples.
And we have a soft spot for early 2000s, late 90s professional wrestling video games.
Yes. And
Video-
we get drugs
video
at
games.
Subway. Welcome back.
We
What?
get pre-workout. We get pre-workout next to Subway at the Vitamin Shop. That is not the layout of the complex. It is a mattress place next to the Vitamin Shop. But in this case, the Subway is next to the Vitamin Shop. So you don't catch a case.
I think we're good. I think we're good.
I think we're good after that, yeah. So
Let's end it. Let's end it.
for the umpteenth time, this has been the Dangerously Diverse podcast. And you see where that name comes from now. You don't even need to explain it anymore.
Yeah, at this point, I don't want to.
The episode itself has explained why this is both dangerous and diverse.
And diverse. Great ending.
As always,
Great outros.
My name is John.
Mine is Vaughn.
And yeah, that's the episode.
Like,
Thanks
comment,
for listening.
subscribe, turn the notifications on.
Yep. And we have an Instagram. That would be linked below. We're going to post clips on there. So, if you don't feel like sitting through an hour, you can just watch, like, one of the funniest moments. But please, watch the full video. Listen to it. We are going to have an audio version on YouTube for now. And also on Spotify. Spotify will be the audio-only version. On YouTube, when we finally get the studio and everything set up, a.k.a. my parents' basement.
Okay.
We will have video. You will see us.
Very soon, guys. Very soon.
Very, very soon. Within the next couple of weeks. We're going to try and record a couple episodes before I have to actually move everything. So it's not like we have this one episode that's posted and then silence for 3 whole weeks. So we're gonna try and backlog some stuff for you beautiful people. So
gorgeous.
That's it. Any closing remarks from you? I'm done.
Nah, I pretty much got everything out the way. I don't have anything to plug really. I stated that it's important to suck on Gatorade nipples, and I'm gonna emphasize it again. So that's my closing.
And fuck Taco Bell. You can
Oh my god!
you can go fuck yourself.
But yeah, just thanks for watching. If you actually stuck through this whole thing, it
Well,
was all over the place.
it'd be more, it'd be go gadget fuck yourself, right? That's
Oh yes,
that's what it would be.
yes.
Yeah, Taco Bell, go gadget fuck yourself. When we will end on that note when we get canceled.
Signing off.
Peace.